Hey guys, build update. I just installed my 30-gallon breeding tank underneath my large tank, and this is where thinking it through really comes in, because I already did this out in paper, tested it, measured it, knew it all fit. Can't get very good lighting. So tank goes up to here, there's the bottom, goes up to there, and that's plenty of space. Like 5, 6, even like, I don't know, 10 inches space in there. Perfect area. I can easily reach back, grab my light, turn it on and off. Could take it out potentially, get it back in. Got my heater adjusted, and I was gonna put another filter, but the filter was actually too large. The filter pad wouldn't come up the top, but this one is the Aqua Clear 30. I've had it in another tank. Just bring this up with all the media in it, so hand reaches. A bucket here, pour it out in the bucket. The filter stops working, you just take the entire system off. It's a hob, you just take it up and just dislodge the tube before you bring it out. So as I said, this is where thinking about it really does come in. And then here are my drawers. And I have that as storage and as pump lodging, air pump. So I'm going to have two pumps, one pump for that tank, one pump for this tank. And I'm going to have along with the 31, I'm also going to have a sponge filter that I'm going to do myself. I might show you how to do that, I'm not too sure. I went to the pet store in Minot, the nice one, and it's called Perfect Pets, and I highly suggest them. It's an amazing pet store. CJ's there. He'll get you whatever you need. Even if he doesn't have it, he'll ship it and order it to you. He can even ship it to your pet store in your town. He's a great guy. Anyways, so he hooked me up with some driftwood from my last tank that I showed you, aquascaping, and he got me hooked up with this rock. Of course, this rock looks puny to this tank, but if I had a whole bunch of them, it'd look nice. So, don't really have a full design. And I was thinking, driftwood on that side, rocks on that side. That rock would be actually good for that side. But now I'm really addicted to the idea of just low sand going up, going down, and stacking a whole bunch of rocks there. Maybe get a big rock, a big large rock in the middle, rock leaning, rock leaning, rock leaning. There's a bunch of rocks around that, and have maybe driftwood somewhere. I really don't care. Have tall plants on this side, since this is where my output is. It'll be output, and then input. Have smaller plants here. I kind of want this to be like, kind of like a nice curve. So, like, however many triangles that is. And that's my drawers right next to it. I've got cabinets in there right now. My doors for the filter. I gotta finish painting those. Now screw them in. And that's where my canister filter is going. The Sun CF500 or WH304B, something like that, the UV one. And so that's output because the pump will be stronger. It's just only 2-3 feet from there, and that's the input where gravity can, it's going to be slanted along. Once it gets to the bottom, it'll go over and then down to the pump, down to the canister. So it's my idea right now. And for heating the tank, now since I'm aquascaping this tank, I don't want the heaters to be like fully visible where bang, it's a heater, So I'm going to put a heater in this corner and run the line along with the trim, or put a heater in that corner, and that'll be one heater, and do the same on this side. This side would be easier to hide it because this is the input. The input is just about the same size as the heater. I'll be using two 80-gallon heaters, which is 160 gallons of heating, which is just great for this tank. And great for discus and whatever fish I want to have. Keep it persistent. Now, I haven't given you the dimensions of this tank, but I will. So from here to here, it's 18.5 inches. See the size of my hand compared to that. My hand's puny. And it's 23 inches tall. Whenever I draw it, I just round it out to 24 inches and 6 feet long. So this is a behemoth. The stand pretty much is the same thing except it's taller. Now that's a 30 gallon. 30 gallon, I know it's 30 gallon because I looked up the dimensions of 30 gallon on the internet. It's like 30 inches, 12 inches, some other inches. And this is a 55 gallon I found on the street. I water tested it. Amazingly, it is good for fish, but look at the trim is crappy, as you can tell. This greenish color, and then, or sorry, the silicone. The trim is this terrible wood color. I hate wood. I love it, but I hate this kind of the coloring. It does have a crack in it. I tested the crack. It leaks. So got a silicone on the outside, silicone on the inside, and this should be good. Just gotta read. So this could never really gonna use this because I already got this tank. I might turn this into a goldfish aquarium since I got my awesome goldfish. So potentially I'm only gonna have 2 tanks that I need to take care of. This one, that one is part of this one sort of because it drips down into it, and then my goldfish. So my goldfish would either be in that, or they be in a 30 gallon somewhere else in the house. So I'm not going to put any lids in that tank since it could stop condensation. This is the 30 gallon lid. This is what I use to map out the aquarium on the bottom. But I'm not going to use lids because it's too hard to get an access. As you can see, it's not too big of an area. As I said, 10 inches. Your arm's a lot bigger than 10 inches. Hard to reach in there. You know, I can reach in there still. But if fish are going to be breeding, they're going to lay eggs. And once the eggs hatch, they're going to be in there. Parents are going to guard them. Then once they get big enough, take the parents out, put them in the main tank. And leave the fry in there. Once the fry get big enough, then that's some of the other fishing I'm going to have to do. Reach down in there and get the fry out. So I'm going to have rocks in there, vertical rocks, nice. I got like 5, 6 rocks, maybe. Now, what you want is you want discus to have their pick of which rock they lay their eggs on. You want them to, if they want, kind of like a parent choosing a hospital. Like, that hospital has druggy neighborhood, has a bad doctor. So that's kind of what you want. Right now, I have a fake Brazilian sword in there. That should be that's good for laying eggs. Vertical surfaces, rocks, and if they don't like any of that stuff, then just lay it on the glass. Doesn't matter the discus. Be sure to subscribe and keep in contact with my channel as I finish this. So.